Hi guys, today I'm going to show you the bass line from Maroon 5's Misery. Now it starts off with just some heavy synth bass. And that's it. Okay. Now you don't have to play that if you have a synthesizer. However, if you don't, then go ahead and play it on the bass. Now here's the actual bass part from the first verse. It goes something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a few different patterns in there. The first part is where we have 2, 3, 4. Salty skin and how it mixes in with mine, and that it feels to be completely intertwined. Now, the thing to know there is it's just an octave. It's a C and a C. This C is the, okay, I'll count them up from the bottom on the bass. This would be the 1, 2, 3rd string from the bottom. This is the 1st string right on the bottom of the bass. Now, what happens is when it goes to the B, it does a really fun slide down. Okay? So, started on the 12th. And that's the whole first line or two of the verse. Salty skin and how it lingers in with mine, the way it feels to be completely intertwined. Notes here. There, I started to add a couple of extra hits on the high note. Starts to get a little more rhythmic in that second two lines of the chorus. The verse. And then in the pre-chorus, it gets even busier with this. So let them be, I'll set you free. Okay, got that? Same notes, just different rhythm. The short percussive hits, and then we're into the verse. Mix it up. Chorus, which goes like this. Now, instead of playing it down here on the bass, I'd like you to play it way the heck up here, which is the 12th fret for you. Now, it's really hard for me to show it on the guitar. It'll sound like this. So it's pretty hard for me to show up there, so I'm going to show it down here because, of course, the guitar has smaller frets, and it's a little easier for me to show you down here because I don't have to reach way up at the top, but on the bass it'll be easier for you. So just imagine you're playing this on the 4th string up, the lowest string, and you're playing it on the 11th fret. That's the first note. So for me, though, I'm going to play it here. Okay? Here's the pattern. Notice I'm actually doing a bar on that. Okay, it's a 2 hammer-ons, and the hammer-ons are each 2 frets higher than the previous one, leading up to the note on the next string. Okay, here it goes. Now this was the same as the first hammer-on, this note right here. Boom, boom, open it up, then slide this whole thing down too and repeat the same thing. Okay, so you notice how that was a repeat. Whoops, here it is again. But it then does this to transition back. Okay, this is 4 up. It's the second of the hammer-on notes. And then you're barred back at the original place for the first chord. Hard to sing and play at the same time, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'll show you that again in slow motion. Should really be stressed leading back into the first chord. So that's the verse. Sorry, the chorus. Wanna get you back. Okay, then back into the same pattern for the next verse. Again, but you're doing it up here, of course. My mistake. Okay, that's the idea. Ow. Won't hurt as much on the bass. Now, you also need to know the bridge. Here's the chords for the bridge, and here's what happens. It's a B minor 7. You're doing like the power chord shape right here with the first finger on the, third string, 2nd fret. Sounds like this. And you let them all ring. Here's the whole thing. My mistake. Messing up here. Here it is on the 2nd string. Can't be mistaken. That is the lowest string. It's the 2nd fret. Back to G, but you do the same pattern. It's only this one that you don't because it's a diminished chord and it's hard to do that same pattern. So here's the whole pattern again. Notice the shape remains the same here. I'm sorry, no, you don't let them ring. Single notes there, same pattern. So desperate and confused, so far away from you. And then here's a C. So it's the same pattern, but the shape it starts on the 3rd. Then back to the B. What I didn't know. And then you don't play anything for that interlude because the guitar is going like this. And you don't play anything at that point. But then, once it gets into the next verse, you do your same, chorus, you do your same chorus pattern, which is like this. Oops. Okay, you get get the idea, I hope. And then that takes you to the end of the song, and that is basically the whole bass line. So if you have any questions, just ask me when we get together to play. Ciao!